You may know him as InternetVin. He's a creator, a filmmaker, and the co-founder of New, a multidisciplinary studio that's been elevating the story of the Toronto tech and creative communities. Please welcome Vin.
Okay. So, my name is Vin. If you follow me online, you might know me as InternetVin. And I'm the co-founder of New, which is a design company based out of the West End of Toronto. For as long as I can remember, I wanted to leave Toronto. It felt like everything exciting was happening somewhere else. Every narrative that was pulling me was from some other place. Every time I saw greatness, it was from some other world. And I wanted to experience greatness. I wanted to realize my potential. So I wanted to go to these places. And that became my mission. I would work as hard as I could, and then as soon as I got the chance, I would leave. If I wanted to make it in tech, I'd go to San Francisco. If I wanted to make it in film, I'd go to Los Angeles. And if I wanted to just make it, I'd go to New York City. When my son was born, this feeling intensified. It felt like this critical moment. If we were going to leave, we needed to leave now. And so we tried different places. We tried LA, Mexico City, Tokyo, Vancouver. I was pretty much down to live anywhere except Toronto. But no matter where we would go, my wife would always say it wasn't as good as home. She actually liked this place. But for me, staying here felt like failure. I had worked so hard to get to a point where I could take this next step and leave. And now, if we weren't going to do it, what was the point? It feels like I just wasted all that time. And if we were going to keep staying in Toronto, it felt like I'd be wasting my life. But then I saw a sign. I saw something that was right in front of my eyes the whole time. I'd see it in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. I'd see it outside restaurants and plazas. I'd see it on the highway. I'd see it on the streets. Do you see it? What's this thing? Yours to discover. I saw this and I thought, I don't know, man, maybe I should just try this out, you know? Maybe this place is mine to discover. You know, maybe the problem isn't the city, maybe the problem is me, you know? Maybe I haven't maybe I don't even understand this place. Maybe I've dismissed it without even knowing what it is. So I decided to try it out. I started walking around, asking questions, paying attention to things, looking at things as if I hadn't seen them before, looking at them as if I was looking at them for the first time. And I started to discover things. I started to notice patterns. I started to find my own hidden gems. I don't know if you knew this, but IMAX is in Mississauga. So the story with IMAX is that these three guys were trying to project a very large image onto a screen at the Montreal Expo in 1967. And to do that, they needed to get multiple projectors in sync. And they were so frustrated by doing this that they decided to solve it for good. And they did. And in the process of trying to achieve this, they had to make their own film, which meant they had to make their own cameras, which meant they had to make their own projectors, which meant they had to make their own theaters. It's just really impressive that they've been able to do this. And now everybody knows what IMAX is. The whole world knows it's the best possible way to watch a movie, and it's cool that it's just happening in Mississauga. And look at these two images. One of them is the most complex operations that have ever been created by humanity. And the other's just launching rockets. And so I looked into the Mandarin, and it was created by James, Diana, and George Chu, as well as Casey Chang. And these are individuals that were working in kitchens in Montreal and New York City. And I don't know why this happened, but for some reason they got together and they're like, forget all this. Let's create the world's best all-you-can-eat Chinese restaurant, and let's do it in Brampton. And that's what they did. And if you haven't been to the Mandarin, it's kind of hard to describe what it is exactly. It's like this all-you-can-eat Chinese restaurant, but it's also like an aquarium, and it's also kind of a zoo too. The simplest way I've found to describe what the Mandarin is just to say, like, at the Mandarin, there's something for everyone, right? Like, they're doing a lot. For example, like, every single time you're at your table and you go to the buffet, every single time you get a new plate, every single time. So if you go there with 4 people and you get up 4 times, that's 16 plates for the table. That doesn't include like glasses, bowls, utensils, random dishes you grabbed at the buffet and stuff. It's a lot. And like, nobody gets up just 4 times, you know? People are getting up like 10 times. And nobody goes to the Mandarin with 4 people. They go there with like 15 people. And so like the more you look around at this restaurant, the more you see all these little details and decisions and complexities. And it's just amazing. Like it got me thinking. Like, I think it's really, 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 really hard to create a company that builds and launches rockets. I just think that like creating an all-you-can-eat Chinese restaurant that does hundreds of millions of dollars in revenue, it's just harder. It's just harder. Like, I don't think Elon Musk could just do this. Like, I don't think he'd just spin it up, you know? And also, like, everyone that works at SpaceX is, like, they work there from here. And I went to Waterloo, and obviously, like, I think everyone knows there's really smart people there, but what caught my attention was this plaza that's, like, across the street. And it kind of looks like every other plaza in the Greater Toronto area, right? It's, like, kind of hard to find parking most of the day. There'll be some random Indian dude blasting Punjabi music in a convertible Ford Mustang. There's like Mr. Chen's, Baba Grill, these 2 Chinese joints. There's Vietnamese restaurants, Indian restaurants. There's Nuri Village, this Korean restaurant. There's like 10 shawarma spots and a Williams and a Harvey's, you know? But at the same time, there's like these brilliant engineering students and professors that are like walking in between the cars and in and out of the restaurants. And so there's like these serendipitous conversations that are happening, right? And of course, they're talking about like life and culture and food, but they're also talking about like science, technology, the future, and complex engineering problems. It was the first time that I saw a place that looked so familiar to me, but at the same time so futuristic. And I think it's cool that Waterloo has become this like globally useful thing, but at the same time when you go there, it's like very obvious to tell that it's happened in a way that could have only happened here. And all of these experiences are influencing like what we're doing with New, which is about understanding and supporting local technology and creative ecosystems. So when we were frustrated with the demo scene in Toronto, we created our own event series and called it New Demos, and we put our logo on a Jamaican beef patty. It always happens in a movie theater, and we bring technologists and artists into the same place. When we didn't like the hackathons here, we created our own and called them New Builds. There was like an all-star draft at the Ace Hotel, and we even created our own championship rings. It was like formal attire. And when we needed a space to support multidisciplinary individuals and teams, we created a new stadium. That's what we're working on right now. It's at 83 Walnut Avenue. And so I definitely don't want to leave this place anymore. I think I would maybe like die for Mississauga, but like I think I actually just really want to understand this place. I want to understand everything about it. I want to understand Markham, Brampton, Scarborough. I want to know it all, and I don't want anyone to know it better than I do. And I think what I've learned from this process is that if I'm constantly looking somewhere else, then I'm always going to be blind to what's right in front of me. Thank you for everything.